one shot. You only get one shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans, yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they in for. It be coming like this on the intro, what they here for. If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. If this music don't work out, and all to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause hey, they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping this. They ain't trying to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shopping. Can't trust him cause he not my. Cause we worried about getting figures. All my ain't father figures, just know my quick to pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go, go. If I touch it, then it's cold. I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold. For the park and they know I'm in prison. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my boy heavy. I'm the best, and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping this ballot.
CA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the desert Southwest, Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Arizona Cardinals. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. first down, and they're going to throw with Allen. This one taken in by Olave. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Allen now on first down. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Allen now looks to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Allen to throw once more. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Corral looking to pass, 2nd down. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Just the first quarter of tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opening opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Corral. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. 3rd and long. Corral. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Switching it up, Corral will throw here. Rolling to his right.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. They need to get this to the 24 on third down. On third down, Corral. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish the...
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Cards will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. Now here's a screen play left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, first and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up second and 13. Now Allen. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Right where this set him down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing is Allen on third. Got an open man, it's Olave. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So as they take it over, we step aside. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cards are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder, this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Solid running there. And CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Going for it on 4th down. Corral. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he is going to have the Cardinals' first down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. And he's got room past the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered him down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. They could really use some. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Fakes a handoff. Now Corral to throw it. He'll buy some time right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Again, McCaffrey, and he fights his way in, not giving up, and it's a Cardinal touchdown. Christian McCaffrey as the first half is winding down, and the Cardinals continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
A final shot before half for Allen. And he'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And the half will begin with a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw caught by Olave. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Trying the left side with Kamara. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Marquez Callaway from 10 yards out. And the Saints take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Zerline connects on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Corral. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. And that's now 2 big catches on this drive for him.
You know, the NFL keeps talking about the possibility of using video for coaching on the sidelines. That's not approved yet, but you can still use pictures. They've got to send his picture down to their defense and say, you see him? Cover it.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 122 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the 2nd round. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Play action. Now it's Allen. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Saints are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Zerline good with a PAT. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Saints 14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They'll give it up to McCaffrey, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On third down, here's Corral.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
That's good for a Cardinals.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. McCaffrey running right. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
The Cardinals on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Here's Corral.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Saints are right back in this football game.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. So after the INT, it's Allen.
And that is caught downfield by Thomas.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Allen. And his throw is incomplete.
He's had a very nice day throwing the football, and I think on this play, he's just trying to buy some time so he can make another big throw downfield. Unfortunately, couldn't connect on that one.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Now Allen, gotta have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And that will force a turnover on downs. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Christian McCaffrey, 38 yards. And the Cardinals have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go. By rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Allen to throw it. That is caught by Callaway. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, 28 yards. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Allen will try to throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball on a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Corral. That pass complete to Moore. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They'll go for it on 4th. Here's Corral.
Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down, and the Saints will have the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Now here's Allen. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. It's complete. Kamara. And he'll be brought down after a nice gain, a pickup of 20. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cards come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.